pouco mais eu vou precisar. Ia tawa. Dan wakasyo ay pachando kora, patuna do kaya tuwara. Dan amya ko da kodo tora. Betekent
Good day everybody, welcome back to my channel. We're here with a brand new vlog. We're on our way to Galibi. Currently we're in Albina, which is a town in the district of Maroena here in Suriname. Galibi is a place I've never been before in my entire life, and I haven't done some research of what this place actually is. I just want to be left surprised with what this place has to offer. So now, on our way to Galibi. Hidden in the northeast corner of Suriname lies Galibi, a remote village and nature reserve where the Maroena River meets the Atlantic Ocean. Known for its untouched beaches and natural beauty, Galibi offers one of the most unique wildlife experiences in the country. So we finally made it to the one and only beach town here in Suriname, namely Galibi. This is where most of the sea turtle tours start. That's running from March to August, I think. And it's very tranquil around here. It's very calm. Where is everybody? We have the Galibi sign right here. My friends are busy unloading the boat. And be right back, okay? The reserve is world famous as nesting site for sea turtles. From February to August, thousands of turtles, including the giant leatherback, the graceful green turtle, and even the rare hawksbill, makes their way ashore to lay eggs in the sand, giving visitors a rare chance to witness nature's cycle up close. So, welcome back at the lovely resort of Galibi. We just finished with the task of bringing our stuff all the way to the guest house, which was very tiring, especially through the sand. A very tiring task. As I was saying, Galibi is one of the only beach resorts here in Suriname. The only way to get here is by boat, which took us about an hour reaching Galibi. This is a well-hidden gem in Suriname. It's not the most visited resort, mainly because it's not being promoted that much. As I was saying, this is where most of the turtle tours are being held. You can see by the sign here that there are two types of sea turtles in which you can spot here. You can actually see these hatchlings. We check into the Shiruto Lodge, a traditional Surinamese guest house that costs about $10 per person per night. Simple, comfortable, and equipped with mosquito nets. It had everything we needed. The main hall served as a social space, but most of us chose to hang our hammocks there instead of sleeping in the provided beds. It gave the trip a more authentic traditional feel. Meals are available at the lodge, but you can also rent the kitchen for $10 per group. I couldn't resist cooking for myself, so that's exactly what I did. Since we visited during the great dry season, the days were hot, and a dip in the nearby beach quickly became part of our daily rhythm. Ready? Huh? He is one of the locals here from Galibi. If you want to know more about Galibi, ask this guy, Shafi. He's local from Galibi. Wow, the water looks really nice. Really nice. I think it's cold. Wow, this is really good water. Wing, atrakuro? Colder than I expected. It's colder than yesterday's. The morning dip, always the best kind of dip. Day 2 was all about connecting with the locals. They invited us for a game of volleyball, which we happily accepted. I hadn't played in years, and although we lost, the laughter and energy made it unforgettable. Later we wandered further down the beach. What struck me most was how well maintained it was. Not much litter, just some remnants left behind by the fishermen. Fishing and tourism are the community's main sources of income, with some goods even making their way across the border to French Guyana. For Suriname standards, this is a very long beach. How are you enjoying today's stroll through the beach?
Very fun, very beautiful. Very the Philippines and Bali.
And honestly, if I was blindfolded and brought to this place, I wouldn't imagine that I'm in Suriname. We have a lot of palm trees here, coconut palm trees, but sadly I haven't had any coconut, or nobody offered me to consume any coconut. If you visit Galibi during the off-season, you'll quickly realize that life slows down here. There aren't endless activities, but that's part of the charm. Sometimes what you really need is just to slow down, relax in a hammock, chat with friends, and soak in the atmosphere of a place that moves at its own pace. Is this thing on? Good morning. We are on our way to Tijgerbank. It's 5 a.m. Really. On our last day, we made the short 50-minute trip to Tijgerbank, one of the highlights of Galibi. This is where you can witness the turtle hatchlings making their way to the ocean. One of Suriname's most iconic natural experiences, and a big reason why Galibi is becoming a popular destination. We arrived a little too late for sunrise, but that didn't take away from the magic. Welcome to Brahmspunt. Tijgerbank.
Okay, take two.
Hey, journey cake. Ladies and gentlemen, take 2. Welcome to Tijgerbank. This is the only sand beach of Suriname. True sand beach of Suriname. The water here was cooler than Galibi's beach, probably thanks to the early morning breeze. And everywhere we looked, wildlife surrounded us. It felt like a reminder that this corner of Suriname is still raw. Utapo Eiland, traditioneel inheems visgebied. So this place actually has a name. Utapo Island. This is one of the fishermen's hut. I showed you early this morning that the fishermen are all out in the ocean, and this is where they come rest before they head out to sea again. There's an old freezer here, I think a cooler to hold their catch cool. They fill it with ice. There's also a campfire here. There's a hammock, and this is where they roast their fish, I suppose. There's also a machete.
Ya pokpema ewa wopsa. Ye tawa. En wakaso wa yu pachando kora, yu patuna do kora goara. En am ya ko do poda tora. Betekent ik ben blij dat jullie hier waren. En veilig terug naar huis. Gaan jullie veilig terug. En tot ziens. Ja.
Abong, we hebben genoten.
Ja,
Tot de volgende keer.
zeker. Martin, ja.
Van Galibi, Shiroto.
Shiricho Lodge. Shiricho Lodge en Tours, ja.
En wat betekent Shiroto?
Betekent de ster. En niet zomaar een ster, de ster die elk jaar komt. Die ons in onze cultuur aanbieden we als welvaart, welzijn. Ja,
Abong.
dat is het.
Nice. Alright guys, that was another episode here in Galibi. I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. Till the next time. Peace.